welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Angel and I am brand new here to YouTube. But for my first video, I wanted to do a Boxycharm unboxing. I wanted to open this up and try on the products in front of you guys, and that is why I look kind of weird. I have pretty much all of my face done and my brows, but I left everything else so that I could use everything that comes in this box. And Boxycharm is $21 a month, and you get 5 full-sized products a month with that, and I think it's totally worth it. So I'm gonna start the video now. So the first thing that you get is this lip plumper collagen infused lip mask, and that retails for $15 for 3 of them. And I had 3 in the box, but my fiance and I both used one whenever I first got it because I couldn't wait. He seemed to like it a little bit, and I thought it was okay, so we'll see what another time does for that. So I'll go ahead and start with that. So I remember when I opened this, you get it out and it kind of just goes everywhere, so I don't really like that part about it because it's just like covered in the jelly, the collagen jelly or oil, so you can kind of see that, and it's very jelly, and from what I remember, it doesn't really stay on too well. You're supposed to keep it on for 15 to 20 minutes, so I will do the 15 and be right back. So it has been long enough. It has been 15 minutes, maybe a little bit more. And you kind of get a tingling feeling towards the end. Definitely took off like most of my foundation that I have right here. So I'm gonna touch that up real quick and I'll be right back. I like the product. You know, I like the idea of it, but I don't really like how jelly it is and how slimy it is. It's kind of gross feeling on your mouth, and you really can't do anything when it's on your mouth. I found myself having to just lay down for those 15 minutes because if I would move, it would just like slowly fall down, and it's not something I was interested in. So those are gonna have to be a no-go for me, but I thought it was cool to get it in the box and like have a few, and maybe if you used more than once a week, then maybe, you know, you could see some results, but I don't really see any plumping effect or anything like that right now. So we'll just go on to the next thing. So I'm gonna go on to eyes, and this month we got a Winky Looks palette. This goes for $25, and it is the kitten palette. As you can see, all over the palette has kittens on it, and this is the inside. You don't get a mirror with it, but that is okay. So this is the first row, the second row, and the last row. And so I think I'm gonna go ahead and get started with that. You got the Luxie Eye Traveler set, the brush set. So I'm gonna use those to apply this eyeshadow and see how they work. Okay, so you get 4 here. These go for $32. So these must be some pretty good brushes. But from what I can see, they're like super soft, more soft than probably the other brushes that I have. So you get 227T, 213T, 207T, 221T. which is a very nice flat brush. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with 227T, and I'm going to take this color right here because it's like a perfect transition shade. Tap off any excess. Wow, a lot of excess came off. And I'm just going to look down at my mirror here and start putting the eyeshadow in the crease. So I will say that although you get a lot of excess coming off and it kind of looks like all of the product came off, it actually pays off pretty well. Like, this is blending out really nice and the color is showing up pretty easily. I kind of thought that I was going to have to dip into the pan a lot, but I only had to do it twice, which is really good, I think. I'm also going to go in with this tinier one, 213T, and I'm just going to go in with this purpley shade right here in the bottom. Just tap a little bit, and that is pretty pigmented. So I'm actually just going to tap that, and then I'm going to go back in with this other brush that we used with that color and kind of buff this up. So I like that so far. I'm gonna wipe this first brush that I used, the 227T, off. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with this color right here of the palette. It's in the second row. And I'm gonna put this on my lid. Now, they don't really have a lid brush, so I might end up using my finger. That is an interesting color. So I'm going to do the same thing to the other lid. Okay, and I'm also going to take a little bit of this gold right here and put that, wow, that was extremely pigmented. Like, I tapped into that like I would do any other eyeshadow. Okay, so I'm going to take the rest that I had on my finger over here on this side and then blend it in a little bit with my finger and blend the rest in with that first brush that we used. Okay, so I'm okay with this right now. For the inner corners, I guess I will use this light matte color. I usually use a shimmer in the inner corner, as I'm sure most do, but I don't really want to use that gold or this pink right here. I'm more into like these colors whenever I do the inner corner, so I'll go ahead and use that, and I'll just use my finger for that. So it's definitely less pigmented than all of the other things. But that's okay. And then for my brow highlight, I will use the 207T, the angled brush. We'll see how that works. So I'm going to take the same color that I used. Actually, I do like this color because it is subtle for a brow bone highlight. And it just kind of matches with my skin tone, so I think it's really nice. I'm just going to blend a little bit more with right here. Okay, and then I'm going to take this straight flat brush. It is the 221T, and I'm going to take this transition color that we used and tap off the excess and do it on my lower lash line. Okay, and then I'm also going to take that deep purple do that rather lightly. Okay, I like this, and since there's not like an eyeliner in this box this month, I'm going to take this deep chocolate brown color right here and use the flat brush and use it as a liner. So I'm going to apply my mascara and then I will be right back. Okay, so now that I'm all done with that, I see now why people always wear fake eyelashes on the camera, because you definitely cannot tell that I have eyelashes, or barely at all, but it looks good in person, so I'm okay with it. So the next thing that we get is the Laka & Co. Cloud Lips lipstick. I'm assuming that's how you say it, so hopefully it is. And it looks like this. I love the packaging on this. And the color is super dark. So that's not something that I usually do, but I will do it for the sake of the video. I think this would be a really pretty color for fall or for the holidays coming up. It's really pretty, it's just not like an everyday wear color. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on. Okay, so this is the finished thing with the lips, and you know, I think the color is really pretty, but it's not very like fitting for my skin tone or the eye look that I did, and it is a bit patchy. I don't know if you guys can really see it, but I know I have sort of dry lips, but it's a little darker on some parts, so definitely I would wear a lip liner with it. I think any darker red or berry color that you have would be perfect, so I would definitely do that. And for the final thing, we get the Cover FX setting spray, and it's the illuminating one, which I was so excited about. I heard that you need to shake it up or you will just get specks of glitter all over your That mist though, that was incredible. I've never had such a fine mist setting spray before. I always do this with my setting spray. I'll take my little elf pad thing. It's kind of seen better days, but I just press that into my skin, kind of like Laura Lee, actually. That's who I learned it from, so shout out to her. And yeah, so this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoy.